So I'm going to bring up one of the best, and he is going to break down the money for you guys and so much more. I am who I am because I not only listened to this gentleman, I literally applied everything that he taught me. And I knew it was only a matter of time before he took a real strong look at Vibe, and he has so many amazing things going on, ladies and gentlemen. However, he has brought his team over. 35 leaders have already joined him in less than a day. And we are about to blow this thing up when those 35 go get their 3 to 7, who get their 3 to 7, who get their 3 to 7, and watch what happens over the next 90 days. So I'm going to get out of the way and make room for none other than Mr. Robert, multi-millionaire, Mr. Robert Lewis Dean Jr. Are you out there, Robert?
Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Thank you very much. I am getting out of your way. And let me go ahead and turn off my mic. And the floor is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Go into the chat and just give some love really quickly and get your pen and paper and take some copious notes. Robert, the floor is yours, sir.
Wow, great job. I like the spillover acronym that you use and the way you laid that out. Very, very powerful. I hope a lot of you guys took some real good notes on that. And what I want to do here today, because we're here in St. Louis, like Ms. Megan Lynch said, we are here collaborating together. A matter of fact, write this down. In this day and time, collaboration is the new sexy. Collaboration is the new wealth. Okay, I want everybody to understand that. Now, I want to kind of talk a little bit about um, the compensation program and understanding the whole overall picture of what do you get involved with and what are you building, because so many people get started in our industry and they have such a backwards or wrong perception of what they're involved with. So one of the things I want to kind of talk a little bit about here right quick is I want you guys to realize anytime you get in business, I don't care what kind of product you got. I don't care if you can sing. I don't care if you um, got some widget that you want to sell or if you invented something. Everything comes down to distribution. If you are a person that can sing real well and you cannot distribute your music, you're just another person singing on Sunday in church on Sunday. If you're a rapper and you got a rap song that you're trying to get out, and if you can't get that rap song distributed, you're just another rapper rapping at family reunions and so forth, right? It's all about distribution. That's where the money is at. So over here with Vibe, not only is it all about you branding yourself and getting your product out there and developing whatever you want to develop, but you guys got to understand that it's all about distribution, building a huge distribution. So I'm going to break this down to you because Dr. Wayne Dyer said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Okay. So let's look at this here for a minute. There's three types of distributions I'm going to talk a little bit about. And the reason why I'm going over this is going to make you understand why our referring program and our compensation program is so important. And it'll cause you to attack the business a lot different as far as peaking interest and all of this. Okay. So let's look at these three types of distributions right quick. First of all, you have the traditional Walmart type distribution where you got a lot of overhead. A lot of people don't understand. Most people cannot start a Walmart because it's just a lot of overhead. You got real estate, buildings, employees, you got big, huge utility bills, you got tractor trailers that you got to have to deliver your products and so forth, and overhead and drivers and all of this. Do you guys know that Sam Walton, when he started Walmart, him and his wife, he was 45 years old. when he started Walmart. Another thing you might not know, did you guys know that he bankrupt 5 times? He bankrupt 5 times. 5 times. Now, a lot of you guys, you bankrupt one time and you think that you're a loser. You bankrupt twice, you just give up. You bankrupt 3 times, you ready to jump off the tallest building because you don't understand the process of what it takes, the type of mental toughness it takes to run a business. Okay. Because Sam Walton and his wife, they took the most hits. They got hit harder than just about anybody in business. That's why their family today is wealthy than anybody. Did y'all know that the Walmart family, when you combine all of their assets because of what their father did, Sam Walton, they're the richest family on the planet. A lot of people don't know that. They built the biggest distribution, but also that's a very high overhead. Okay. Now, all Walmart do is take products and they wholesale them products right back out to the consumer, but they don't make nothing. Okay. They just distribute in these products. Now, another type of distribution model you guys may be familiar with is the franchise, like McDonald's, like Subway, like Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. All of these are franchises, right? Now, they have overhead as well. Now, their overhead, and I want you guys to think about this for a minute. Have you ever tried to go and buy a McDonald's? I did. I went I went through the process and just wanted to see what it was about. It's going to blow your mind. When you go and buy a McDonald's, you got to have $1 million. Okay, you can't go and borrow the money. You got to have $1 million of your own money just to even get into the meeting to see, do you qualify to buy a McDonald's franchise, right? So you got to have $1 million. Now, when you buy this McDonald's franchise, you cannot add any of your own things to their ecosystem. You can't go into McDonald's and say, well, I'm going to add Mama Dean dropkick gravy and her mac and cheese on the menu. You can't do that. Okay? You can't hang balloons up and you can't put on the outside black owned and operated and all this crap, right? You have certain rules you got to go by. If you go into McDonald's, you notice that the French fries machine is always on the left. The milkshake machine is on the right. Everything is a cookie cutter, duplicatable system. Okay. Now, this is what I want you guys to realize. When you buy a McDonald's franchise, all you doing is distributing hamburgers, French fries, shakes, drinks, and all the products that they serve within that franchise system. Now, everybody that gets a McDonald's franchise, you got to pay them $1 million minimum, right? And every month you got to pay them royalties for using their name. We call that residual income. So if you look at this model, McDonald's Corporation is the only one that has leverage. You got to pay them $1 million, and then you got to pay them royalties for using their system and their name. So every time you open up a new franchise, you got to drop another $1 million, right? So McDonald's has the leverage. Everybody paying them $1 million, and they get residuals off everybody. That's why when you go into a McDonald's parking lot and you look up on the sign, it says 1 billion served. They're not talking about that one location. They're talking about all the locations around the world. They have served 1 billion people, right? So McDonald's got the leverage. Now, you know the reason why I'm an evangelist for network marketing and direct sales? Because you have the same leverage as the McDonald's Corporation. See, you ain't got to pay no $1 million to come over here in the VYB. You paying what, $200 some at the max, $249 for your franchise. And every time you want to open up another VYB franchise, you just pique somebody's interest and enroll them into the system. And you can enroll them worldwide in 160 plus countries. So what you doing, people, is you building a VYB franchise system worldwide. And all people are doing is distributing digital educational platform worldwide. So you got to start thinking big. See, a lot of y'all thinking like a coupon clipping consumer, and you're not thinking like a business person. See, you don't have to motivate me to go out here and build Vibe. I'm motivated because I want to build a global distribution base where I got Vibe in every country. I got thousands of Vibe franchises. I want to have on my parquet at my house 1 billion served through Vibe, just like McDonald's. See, you got to start thinking big, people. So a lot of y'all sitting around here, you crying and whining, trying to make all kind of excuses. And just like Megan said earlier, see, there's no such thing as a rich victim. You can't be a victim and rich. And a lot of you guys think that y'all going to be a rich victim. I had somebody the other day said, Robert, people getting on y'all calls and stuff. And I told this one guy, don't get your hopes up high. I said, that was stupid. He said, what? I said, what you want people to do? You have low hopes? Y'all want to go around with low hopes for the rest of your life? Think about how stupid that is, right? So we listen to all these cliches that keep us broke mentally. See, if you broke mentally, it's going to show financially, okay? So I want you guys to start thinking big. So people be wondering why we be up all around the clock to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because we building a daggone global business. Okay, Vibe is going to be in every country, spoken in every languages. We're going to have thousands of Vibe franchises that's going to be educating and people and showing people how to build a brand and how to help people to go after their goals and dreams through our educational platform. People, you got to think big, right? That's why I want you guys to understand distribution, okay? Distribution. That way you ain't got to worry about it. If you talk to somebody and they don't look at it and they're not interested, next. Some will, some won't. So what next? You trying to open up millions of Vibe franchises all around the world. You got time to be worried about your cousin that don't see it, or your friend on your job that's broke that don't see this. See, you guys got to rise way above all the pettiness and all the negative on your journey to building your Vibe business, right? Now, let's look at something for a minute. We're going to look at our compensation program. Reason why the compensation program is so important for you to build your business is that anytime you pique somebody's interest and they enroll as a VP, okay, or customer, and either one of these, they can come in on a Pro of the Legend pack, right? So every time you enroll them, you're expanding your global franchise system. Now, for you doing that, the company has put together a very profitable compensation program that's going to help you make a lot of money to open up these franchises. And it starts with the fast start. So when you enroll somebody into the business, I'm going to give you an example. Anybody you enroll into the business, and we're going to pick the Legend Pack. Okay, you got the Pro and you got the Elevate, right? But we're going to just stick with the Legend Pack. Let's say you enroll 10 people on the Legend Pack. You're going to get a fast start bonus of $40 per person. Now, check this out. In most companies, that's a one-time payment, and you'll never get that payout again. Over here, as long as all your new Vibe franchisee owners, quote unquote, right? All your Vibe partners or customers, they pay their monthly fee. You get $40 per person every month for the life of that business partner or that customer, which is crazy. Now, check this out. When they invite people to this platform and they enroll people personally, that means that people are going to fall on your second level, okay? So if you enroll 10 people and you earn $40, 10 times 40 is $400 that you're making every month off fast start bonuses. When they enroll their people on your second level, we're just going to keep the numbers conservative. Let's say that they just enroll 3. They just fill up the first 3 spots of their matrix. And they enrolled all of them on Legends Packs. So that means that on your second level fast start, you're going to earn $20. Okay. Now, I want you guys to understand 20 times 30, because you got 10 people. They all got just 3 people minimum on the Legend Pack. So 30 times 20, I want you guys to say that's $600. Okay. That you have earned in fast start bonus on your second level. So when you add them together, that's $1,000 a month coming in every month from the fast start. We ain't got to the residual yet. This is the fast start. So the fast starts over here acts like a residual. And some of you guys want to hear whine, oh, I can't afford $149 a month. I can't afford $249 a month. You're thinking like a coupon clipping consumer, and you're thinking like an employee. You're not thinking like a boss. You're not thinking like a business person that's trying to expand their business. See, you go out here and build this, that little $249 a month is chump change, okay? Because your fast start bonus can pay that every month. And we ain't got to the meat and potatoes of the comp plan, okay? That's the fast starts. Now, everybody coming in on the fast starts, they're gonna be dumped into your matrix. That's how you build a matrix. You can't build a matrix if you're not enrolling new people in. See, when you enroll people in, you get the fast start, all of them gonna fall into your matrix, which every month, just from the matrix through 10 levels, you're gonna earn up to $5 per person, plus you getting the fast start bonus off your first 2 levels. A lot of you guys not understanding that. So let's just say through your whole entire matrix, and Megan put an example up like $440,000 a month. But let's just say we're gonna cut all that down, and let's just say that you end up making $80,000 a month on your matrix bonus residual. That's coming in every month. Who'll be jacked out of their mind? Okay, and you count the extra fast start bonus you earn it on your first 2 levels. People, this thing get stupid. But watch this right here. Let's say you said, well, Rob, that's a lot of money residually. Let's cut it down. What if you end up earning $40,000 a month? Would you be jacked out of your mind? Let's cut that down. Let's say you got down to $20,000 a month. Oh, Rob, that's still a lot of money. Okay. Let's say that's $10,000 a month. You said, well, I don't know, Rob. I ain't never even made close to that, man. I only make a few. I'm hustling right now. I make a few hundred here and there. Okay, so let's say you got down to $2,000 a month residually, and you getting a fast start bonus coming in on your first 2 levels every month. Who'll be jacked out of their mind? People, this compensation plan ain't nothing to be messing around with. But guess what? It just get gooder and gooder, people. What do you mean, Rob? Now that you're building your matrix, you're going to also get a check match off the same people that you're going to fast start off of. That's stupid. That's stupid income. You're going to get a check match off everybody's residual check that you personally enroll. So if you got somebody that you enroll, they're making $2,000 a month, you get 100% check match. That's $2,000 that you get into on top of your matrix pay. But we're going to keep it real conservative. Let's say you only got up to $500 a month. And so everybody that you brought in, let's just say that they only made a $500 a month matrix check. And that's not even a lot. That's peanuts, right? But I'm going to show you how them peanuts turn into big dollars. On your first level, you get 100% check match. On your second level, you get 50% check match. And this coming from the 3x10 matrix residual. This is not your fast start. This is in addition to the fast start. Okay? So your check match is off the residuals that your people make. Your fast starts are just off the first 2 levels of people when they first enroll, and then whatever their monthly subscription is, you get a fast start off that. But your check match is based off what money they make through the matrix. Now, this is going to blow your mind. Okay? Let's say all 10 of your people you brought into the business, they are now making $500 a month from the matrix. So that means you get a check match of 10 times $500. Okay. That 10 times $500, that's $5,000. So that means you get a $5,000 a month check match. Plus you get whatever your matrix check is. Plus you get your fast start on your first and second level. People get stupid in that. Because remember, on your second level, you get a 50% check match. So let's say that those people only brought in 3 people apiece, your 10 people, and they only making $500 a month residual. So on your second level, your check match is 50%. So you got 30 people down there that's making $500. 30 times 500 is $15,000. So you get a total of $15,000 per month just on check matches, and ain't nobody making more than $500 a month. That's crazy. And that's not counting your fast starts. Okay. Now, what if you got people making 8, 9, 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, and you check matching each of those people that you enroll? People, the income over here is ridiculous. I want everybody to understand that. I've never seen nothing like this. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that we got something very, very, very powerful here. Now, in closing, I want you guys to look at your personal goals. Okay. Do you want to get debt free? Do you want to pay off your credit cards? Do you want to build cash flow? Okay. How much cash flow you want coming in every month? I want at least a minimum of $500,000 a month in cash flow coming in from my VYB business. And that's not even counting what I'm going to do when I sign up and start writing my books over here and my courses and all that stuff. That's just going to be the cherry on top of the banana split, right? So what is your cash flow coming in? On top of that, do you want to get a new house? Do you want to pay cash? We're going to start having mortgage burning parties over here. That means that you're going to pay your mortgage off. Who want to go to a mortgage burning party? We're going to have a lot of them over here at VYB, right? On top of that, do you want to get a new car? Do you want to pay the new car off? Okay. Do you want to start investing? Do you want to drop 100 grand over here? Do you want to buy some land, invest, crypto, gold, whatever, right? And do you want to have vacations? Okay. How about having a vacation? How about having a vacation the last week of every month for 12 months? You work hard for 3 weeks and you vacation the last week of each month, right? So these are all kind of your personal goals. Now, in order to make these goals come to fruition, okay, I want you guys to understand you got to work hard and you got to have a plan. So we're going to put you on a 3-year plan, and you can condense this. Okay, I'm just giving you something that's real. Okay, y'all spend all this money to go to college for 4 years and come out of college and you dead broke trying to find a job, right? We talking about building your business for 3 years, making a strong commitment, and we know that within 3 years, you're not going to come out of the VYB college broke. You're going to be rich. Okay, think about that for a minute. Okay, so let's look at this. Your first year, so we're going to chunk everything up into chunks. Your first year, you're going to break that first year up into 90-day increments. Your second year, you're going to break that up in 90-day increments. Your third year, you're going to break that up in 90-day increments. So I want you guys to look at when you chunk things down, you can accomplish your goals a lot quicker. I'm going to give you an example. If I put a big old cow in front of you, and I apologize for the vegetarians and people that don't eat meat, but I love steak, hamburgers. I'm a beef man. Okay. So I'm going to use the cow as an example. So let's say I put a big old cow in front of you and I say, go and eat that cow. You're going to look at me like I'm crazy. But if I said we can eat that cow, hamburger and steak at a time, then you can see that cow being eaten, right? Well, the same way with your goals. The reason why a lot of you guys don't accomplish your goals is that you can't break it up and fragment it and chunk it down by chunks. So that way, that's why you don't feel motivated to get up every day and go after. Okay, because you feel like it's really, you want to impress people, say, oh, I want to make $1 million, but you ain't got that $1 million broken down. You don't even know how you're going to make $1 million. You ain't got no goals. You don't have no concept. You just throwing it out there because you heard somebody say, say your affirmations every day, do this, do that. No, people, you got to make it where it's real in your head, where it's real in your heart, and then it'll be manifest. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Let's look at this in 4 minutes. Your first year, we're going to break them up in 90-day increments. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you got 4 90-day runs in every year, right? That's your first year. Okay. And I know right now we start in August, right? Okay. Your second year, you're going to do the same thing. And in your third year, you're going to do the same thing. But even though we're coming in this now in August, you still knock it out in 90-day increments. So you got August, September, October, November, December, January, right? So you just use common sense and still break everything down in 90-day increments, right? Now watch this right here, okay? Your first year, anybody can do this. Your first 3 months, you focus on making $5,000 a month. Now, that's a joke. A lot of y'all going to make way more than that your first week or two, right? I'm keeping it as real and as doable as possible. So your first year, you focus on my first 90 days. I want to get my VYB business up to $5,000 a month. The next 3 months, April, May, and June, I want to be at $10,000 a month. The next 3 months, July, August, September, I want to be at $15,000 a month. And the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December, I want to be at $20,000 a month. Now, who will be jacked out of their mind if you work VYB for a whole year and at the end of the year, you at $20,000 a month and you going into New Year's for the next year? Who will be jacked out of their mind? Write a 7 in there. Put a 7 in there if you'll be jacked, right? Your second year, now you starting off at $20,000 a month. So now you go January, February, March, you at $30,000 a month. April, May, June, you at $50,000. The next 90 days, you at $60,000. The next 90 days, you at $70,000 a month. Now you're at the end of your second year, going into the new year. Who'll be jacked out of your freaking skull is after your second year, your residual is $70,000 per month, right? Now we're going into the third year. The third year, you starting off at $70,000. So January, February, March, you done got your income up to $80,000. April, May, June, $90,000. July, August, September, $100,000. October, November, December, you at $120,000 a month. That's $1 million a year that you're earning. $1 million a year after 3 years of doing VYB. People, show me a plan that is realer than this. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It don't get no better than this. This is the very reason why I'm so excited when I get started in my business, because I know all I got to do is pray to God, keep me healthy and keep me alive so I can do what I do. And I tell people all the time, you want to quicken your pace to gain experience. Over here in direct sales, you age like dog years. See, if you've been in VYB for 30 days, you are already 15 years old. Okay. You've been in here for 90 days, you 25 to 30 years old. So you got to quicken your pace to gain experience. The problem is a lot of you guys want to be new forever. Oh, I only been over here a week, Rob. I'm brand new. I don't know nothing. Oh, I've been over here a month. I'm new. Okay. You can't be new forever. Okay. You better get in that back office. You better be on all these calls. You better be inviting everybody. You better be perfecting your invitation skills. You better be perfecting your edification skills. You better be perfecting your presentation. So you got to be working on yourself. But a lot of you guys want to sit around and act like you knew all the time. Okay, stop trying to act like you knew all the time. And you guys are going to see, you're going to have people been on here 3 years down the road. They're going to tell me, I'm still new. I only been over here 3 years. I'm doing it super part-time. No, people, you guys got to quicken your pace to gain experience. So I want you guys to realize it's all about you working on your mindset. So when you work on your mindset, then you're going to attract the right people. See, a lot of times you can't attract the right people. If you're a victim, you're just going to keep attracting victims. That's why a lot of times people tell myself, man, that costs a lot of money. Well, you don't say that when you go to Louis Vuitton and Gucci store. You don't sit up in there telling them, do y'all make stuff for broke people? Because they can't afford these bags and these purses and these red bottom shoes. And a lot of y'all women out there, y'all tripping about $249 a month. How much you pay for your hair a month? A lot of y'all on $600 auto ship for your hair. Think about that for a minute. I know they saying, Rod, don't be talking about our hair now. Y'all gonna get that and you don't even think about it. You're gonna pay all that money for your hair every month. And you win a legend pack on your head. Okay. It's all about your mindset. See? So if you attract the right people, then that's going to build your volume, which is going to build your income. It's real simple. So I want you guys to realize, people, it is on. We're running right now. We're in Hellcat month, August. This is Hellcat month, August. We're in high horsepower, and it's time for you guys to get off your butt and go to work. As my granddaddy said, nobody has never stumbled upon something sitting on their butt. It's time for you to get up, and it's time for you to start rocking and rolling and going after your goals and dreams with all the excitement and all your heart. Okay. So I want you guys to realize, people, with Jack to the high Jackticity, we're getting ready to take Vibe to the world right now. And we're going to chunk it just like that cow, one hamburger and one steak at a time. We're going to spread just like COVID, one body to one body, and we're going to be all over the news and everything. Okay. So people, let's make it happen. And what I want to do is turn it back over to our fearless leader, the CEO, co-founder of Vibe, Ms. Megan Lynch. And again, thank you guys.
All right, all right. Hey guys, give Robert some love. I was cracking up about you're absolutely right. We probably got about 3 memberships in our hair. So we're excited. So Rob, real quick before you go, we're going to be hitting the road. I went on tour from February until May and was able to really truly connect with some great people. And I got that from you. I really got that from you. And Carlos Bernard, you know him really well as well. And he's kind of old school in the networking sense as well. What are you planning on doing on your, this 90-day run when it comes to just getting out here and getting the word out?
Yeah, well, what we're doing is we setting up a whole 90-day run where, first of all, we're going to be doing a series of our regular Zooms from 1 to 8 every day. And then we're also going to be doing a lot of private launch Zooms like you saw me doing here today. I even had to go in the bathroom and do one in the bathroom. So I was multitasking, right? Doing Zooms. But then also we're going to start doing our vibe party receptions, people. That's going to blow your mind. We're going to be doing a lot of in-home meetings, okay? And then also we're going to be doing our monthly Super Saturdays in different major cities like Atlanta, like Detroit, like Miami, like Dallas, like Houston, like LA. We're going to be doing all those. Memphis, got some stuff getting ready to kick off up there as well. And so we're going to be on the road doing those. And then we're going to be dumping all of them into the big events like we got coming up in August. See, we right now, September, we're going to be running like crazy all the way and dumping everything into those mansions down there in Orlando at an event. I think it's September the 11th, 12th through the 14th or whatever. So we're going to kick off in Atlanta this month with a real big meeting, and we're going to do a lot of small meetings in Atlanta, and everybody coming to Orlando. And then, of course, before we get there, we're going to hit Dallas, Detroit, LA, all these cities, and we're dumping all that momentum into the event down there in Orlando. And then we're going to start a process all over again, because remember, success is about repetition. See, a lot of you guys, y'all always want something exciting. Well, what we going to do this? No, it's about the mundane. Okay. Success comes from doing the small successful steps every day, day in and day out, day in and day out. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. That's how you get rich. That's how you build stability. That's how you build huge volume. Okay. So we're excited, Megan.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna be in Atlanta sometime this month of August, doing something probably toward the end of the month. So we're excited about that with you, Mr. Dean. We also brought over, I know Rodney Foster out there, and some you brought in some game changers who have legends in the industry who said we want to do it one more time with
All
you,
right.
Mr. Dean. I'm going to jump in there. So we're going to do something in Atlanta this August, like you said, then Orlando, and then we're going to be everywhere. We're going to be everywhere, and the great thing is that everybody who was here first, our leaders who were here first, it's time to get back on the train. It's time to get back into that recruiter's mode. You got to stay in that mode and not get comfortable and complacent in what it is that you're doing. And I'm just so happy for the new energy that you're bringing. And, we're going to take this thing back to the world again, and let people know that we are here. So I'm excited. Do you want to leave any, anything before we hop off?
Yeah, I just want to say this right here, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this guy's a story, but I hope you get the meaning behind this story. I want because I like to end with great stories, okay? So there were these kids walking home one day, and it started raining real bad, just like in Atlanta the other day, storming like crazy. So these kids was walking home from school, and so they decided, since it's pouring down rain and thunder, we're gonna take a shortcut, and we're gonna run through the graveyard. Okay. One of the kids was crying, I don't want to go through the graveyard, but if I'm gonna get home with you guys, I guess I'll go and go through the graveyard. So they ran through the graveyard, and the last kid fell into an open pit. Okay. And she tried to crawl to get out, and she just kept sliding back down. It was raining, raining, raining. She tried to crawl, and she kept sliding. So one of the kids said, "Hey, step back into the pit, the grave that you're in. Just step back and get out of the rain. We're gonna go and get a rope, and we're gonna come back and save you. Get you out of here." Okay. So she did. Then another group of kids came through the same right behind them, and the last kid fell in the same pit, the open pit that was open. And that kid tried to get out. It was a little young boy. He was crawling. He couldn't, it just mud. He just kept sliding down. But he didn't know that the little girl was in the pit behind him. So she tapped him on his shoulder and told him, wait. He jumped out of the grave and ran home. Now, the more of the story is that a lot of time y'all in a hole and you keep clawing and you can't get out. But if you're properly motivated, you can get out. See, he was properly motivated because somebody tapped him on the shoulder in an open grave pit, right? He couldn't sit around waiting on nobody to come with no rope. See, so some of y'all just need to be properly motivated. So people, let's get this thing done. And I'm gonna turn it back over to our fearless leader, Miss Megan Lynch. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you so much. I am properly motivated. We are about to hit the road. So thank you so much. I'm so excited. We're looking for leaders right now. We're looking for leaders who are going to be properly motivated and jump out the hole and run to the promised land with us. So, with that being said, everybody, we want to thank you so very much. We will see you back here 1 o'clock. Remember, we do a 1 o'clock and 8 o'clock call in the back office for members only. We're going to do something big tomorrow. So 1 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the back office. If you are a pro or legend or elevate, you can join. But I am specifically talking to legends who are ready to get their stores up. I'm ready to get that going, and they are ready for us as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I want to thank you so very much. Peace and blessings, and we will see you at the beaches and the banks around the world. Peace and blessings, everybody. See you later.